Good morning, everybody. It's Brendon. Welcome to the Growth Day Morning Show. I will be joined, as always, by Kern Lima here in a second, and I'm just excited to have a conversation about you getting your brain and your mind and your body and your spirit in a good place so you can show up today, so you can feel happy today. This is the Growth Day Morning Show. We're on week 5 or so of going live. I can't even believe it, and I don't even have my earbuds like a dummy. Okay, let's see if I can fix this still.
Well, I'm excited. Week 5. Week 5 is coming to the end of the Growth Day Morning Show, and so many of you guys have been joining us from the beginning, and thank you so much. This was really an idea Brendon and I just kind of talked about and said, what if we just go live, like Monday through Friday, every single day, 7:30 in the morning, and have script. We have like a focus, right? This theme of this week is focus and discipline, and we talk about things like share all the stories, share the frameworks, talk about whatever's happening live in the moment, and engage with each one of you guys and all kind of come together in community. I think we all need human connection now more than ever, and it's an honor. It's an honor.
Things, y'all, to do your personal development.
Yeah.
To just set the energy right for the day is so important. I know it's different times all around the world. You guys are tuning in. Denise and I took a walk this morning, and we saw like I can't remember the final number, but it was over. I think it was 42 turtles this morning, and we had little turtle food, and we were just like, it's so magical and it's so beautiful. I know they can see it on Instagram. They can't see it on Facebook. My background is the beach, and it was just like one of those mornings. It was like so calming, and just like being just present with the turtles this morning felt really good. You have to find your mindfulness thing. I played with the cat a little bit, just trying to, like, there's so much going on. We have the Growth Day launch. Jamie has the Believe It book launch. Her book comes out in 10 days, y'all. We have this whole community here who are new. You all are learning about how do we find more aliveness and connection and meaning in our lives, and fighting for that every day with real intention and discipline. Our focus this week is on focus and discipline, but I hope you all did something this morning to set your mind in a good place. I'm lucky and privileged to get to play with some turtles. I get it. And also, I've woken up in tiny apartments, and I've also used to sleep in a closet where my clothes hung over me because the closet was the bedroom in the tiny apartment. So we all have our different places in life and different times in our life. The question is, in all of those situations, can you bring your mindfulness, your energy, and your joy to it? Because that actually helps you with the focus and the discipline. And so that's what we did this morning. I hope you've done your morning routines. So to all those doing their morning routines, and to Jamie for joining us every day, cheers.
Cheers.
Growth Day. Let's have a great day together, everybody.
Your story reminds me of one thing I just want to share about, we're talking about focus this week, and one of the themes I love, it's kind of this beautiful overarching theme that actually ever since I met you, I remember the first time you came into my house, met my husband, Paulo, and you met my daughter, Wonder. I didn't even have my son, Wilder, yet at the time.
So
and
wild.
I remember we were just talking about life, and I remember you wrote down these words on how many people that, I had just come out of leaving the company I built after a decade and sold it to L'Oreal, and went through the whole process of running a business inside a larger business and being a CEO, but inside of a huge company, and going through the acquisition process and all of that. And I remember you wrote down the words, feel the day. You said so many people, because you have coached everyone from Oprah and her teams to, Olympians to everybody. I don't even, the longest list ever. And you just said that commonality, right? Whether it's someone who has run a business for a decade or is an athlete, or whatever it is, whatever level of success as they define it, they've achieved. You said at the end of the day, so many people just really want to feel the day more. And it just stuck with me. And this week, and I love that overarching theme in Growth Day, because I think so many of you guys with us live right now and who watch the replays, you'll share your stories with us. And thank you, by the way, for tagging your friends. And
all of you, and
right?
DMing us like crazy. You guys have been DMing us and cheering us on, because we just show up to do this for you every morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
You've been DMing us. You've been joining me on Clubhouse, and Jamie on Clubhouse. You have been cheering us on. And as we've been building Growth Day from scratch, 40 days ago, we started this new worldwide community, this whole new brand. And, you know, we got our coffee cups. And I mean, we're 40 days in with you all. And yet I've never been so supported by any community in my life than we have been in this last 40 days, because I think everyone recognizes that personal growth has been traditionally an undervalued thing, but also people who are into personal and professional development, they're unique birds. They're strange, and we flock together. We soar above a little bit of the drama of the world because we want to lead and make a difference and have an impact. We're just we're strange birds. We're a little strange birds, but we also, man, what I've seen is, you know what, this world came together, and it's like, yes, let's flock and flow together. Let's really find our fulfillment together. Let's try to really develop ourselves so that we can be better parents and caregivers and lovers and first responders and teachers and, you know, just leaders. And so, yeah, it's been awesome. Sorry to interrupt, but I do
and better owners of a body, right? Better owners of a body, better, you know, owners of a mind, all those things, right? Owners of dreams.
So if you need somebody, if you know someone who's having a discouraging week, please right now tag them in the comments, because then they'll get to see this and see the replay or learn about the Growth Day morning show to join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. But if you know someone who just needs a little bit of conversation of personal development and a little bit of encouragement or empathy on their journey, because they might also feel like they're flying alone out in the skies right now, bring them in. Let them know what we're doing. It's free. We're here every day. We're talking about what we're working on, our dreams, our struggles, and we're here with you in the mornings to do that. And so we love you guys, and thank you for everyone who's been tagging people and sharing what we're doing out there, because we never knew it would be this big, this fast, and I just appreciate it.
I know, you know, I echo all of that so much, and I'm excited. I know I shared with you, Brendon, but I have a big announcement. I'm going to share it inside this community before I even share it on my own social pages.
Do I know about it? Or
of course you do. But also I want to share one thing quickly before I forget, because I just think this may help somebody today, and it is so simple, you guys. And I have questions about your turtles also, Brendon, this morning, because I just honestly need to live vicariously through you and Denise for a minute and like hear about. But what I want to say is, when you were talking about seeing the turtles and just appreciating, you know what I mean, feeling the day and feeling alive, I want to share for everyone right now who doesn't have any turtles. Another way to do this is actually a way that I did this morning. I just want to share with you guys. And I've done it a couple of times in the past month, actually. If you're ever just getting in this space where you are losing focus and you feel disconnected or disassociated even from like the day and life and all those things, there's so many things we talk about on this show, and some are really applicable frameworks. But then there's also simple things. And there's one simple thing I want to share. So Brendon, your turtles reminded me of this, but I literally just walked outside and I held a leaf. And I know this is going to sound crazy. I looked at the leaf and I was like, the beauty of this leaf. It's green, it's alive, it has a pattern in this leaf on. It was just a bush outside, a tree outside. And I was just like looking at it and I'm like, wow, like it's a miracle, right, that we're all alive. And I was just trying to be present in that moment, appreciating this leaf for its beauty. And what was cool is it snapped me out of my whole thing about, oh, there's 50 million legal emails that are waiting on me. Oh, there's this, you know, all the stuff, right? And I was just in that moment, like appreciating life. And it helped me feel the day in the form.
Let's go. Put those claps together, people. Put those claps together in the comments. We're watching you. That's what you have to do. You find your everyday moments of mindfulness and joy, but also notice she didn't have to say it was a burning bush, people. It was a bush. Like, please realize, like we all wait for the outstanding, right? We wait for the extra miraculous to feel life. It's like, no, it wasn't a burning bush. It was a bush. She grabbed please, understand, please. It's the simplest things. If you saw Denise in the morning with Sasha the bear, which is our cat, we call it Sasha the bear. If you saw her with Sasha, it's just joy and bliss. She's just right there in the moment with that cat. The world doesn't even exist. It's just taking pleasure and joy in simple things. People do that, you know. Speaking of Oprah, like she does the, you know, her morning routine with her tea and her quote cards and just getting in that place, or reading a book, or you know, how you do it on every day when you walk around your driveway, just to catch your breath, just to breathe. I lay on the floor. I think everyone should do this, by the way. I think everyone should do back work every day, like back work, hip work, mobility work. So every day I lay on the ground 5-10 minutes, just stretching around. And then, you know, at some point I literally just lay there for 5 minutes and let my spine back align, because I had back issues earlier in my life from my car accident. Let my spine, and I just lay there on the floor. I'm like, oh, this just feels good. Everything's recentering. I'm just laying there, taking in breath. And it's just that little reset that recharges me for the rest of the day and sets me with a good mindset for appreciation of the body, appreciation of our thoughts. So
do you do that every single day?
Oh yeah, I do a lot of floor work, a lot of floor work. Yeah, I have to, because otherwise
I don't want to.
It's one reason you see me standing all the time. It's one reason you see me standing all the time, because I know a lot of people watching. Over 60% of Americans have what they consider really bad back pain. And a lot of it is from sitting, bad posture, but also not doing the mobility work. You'd be surprised. This chiropractor taught me this one time. He said, every night, just want you to lay on the floor, put your feet up on, you know, what do they call the ottoman? Yeah, put your feet up on the ottoman.
Good job.
Knees bent at 90 degrees. Just lay there. Let your back and spine resettle on the floor, and just realign. If you do that every night, and I was like, whatever. Trust me, you all try that for 10 nights. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I feel 5 years younger in the mornings, because you're like realigned now. And I think it's just a big, because you know, it's hard to focus when you're in pain. Everyone knows that. It's hard to be disciplined when you're in pain.
Yes.
This is why you must take care of your body, or find the ideal health routine for yourself at some point in your life. Maybe this is your year. Maybe this is your year for health.
So I have had the blessing of being backstage, watching you tapping all parts of your body before you go right back out on stage for like 3 or 4 days in a row, these crazy all day things. And
we danced together backstage.
Yes,
with
we
Mama,
do.
With my mom.
Mama B.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I have the best photos of me kissing Mama B all over her face. I'm like, oh, I miss hugging people. And I miss
Mama B is my mom, for those who don't know. Mama B is what we call my mom. If you've been to my events, you know, right?
If you know, you know. But now I don't want to volunteer you for anything, but I think at some point inside Growth Day, you should do a video of your back work, or your floor work, your floor work, and another video of your all those things. Just saying, I think I would watch it. I think it would bless a lot of people.
I taught Jay Shetty the Qigong exercise of opening meridians on his podcast. It's on YouTube somewhere.
Nice, yeah.
So go look up Jay. It's the interview with me and Jay on YouTube, and it's like a super long interview. I think it was like 3 hours we went, but somewhere towards the last 30%, I showed him cupping from Qigong and how to basically open up his energy meridians and find energy and health. And I always tell people watching, you can just, if literally just 4 or 5 times a day, you stood up, you squared your hips, got in good posture, bounced in place like this, and just took 10 deep breaths with your eyes closed. If you did that just 4 or 5 times a day, I promise your mindfulness would go to a whole other level. You'd be stunned. People are just that. You don't even have to learn all the advanced stuff we do or all the fancy stuff. If all you did 4 times a day, stand, bounce in place, take 10 deep breaths from your belly every day, 4 times a day. And then at night, before you go to bed, get on the floor, stretch out a little bit. For those who like yoga, do 5 minutes of yoga, just tops, just simple moves. But then I want you to lay flat on the ground on your back and let your spine realign, let your hips realign. And in that process, you'll be like, oh my God, I feel younger. And just that, it's just, it's simple, right? It's simple. And if we can get you feeling better, we can get you focusing better.
So I have 8 shows today for press for the book launch, because the book launch is 10 days away, for Believe It. And I'm going to try what you just said. I'm going to try that. I'm literally in between shows.
Yeah, good.
Right now I'm praying. That's my strategy. My strategy is praying. But in addition to that.
Showing up. Praying and showing up. Your strategy
Yes. Praying,
like
showing
planning,
up.
Praying, showing up. Planning, praying, showing
and
up.
now I'm going to add bouncing in place with 10 deep breaths. In between every show. I'm going to add that to my strategy. I love that. I'm going to try that. Yeah. Listen, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. I just think it's key.
Okay. I have a huge announcement, Brendon.
Do it. Hit us with
Big announcement.
Give us the joy.
I just thought of this morning. I'm like, Brendon, what if I share this inside the Growth Day Morning Show first before I even share it on my own social media pages? And why not, right? We're all family. We're all coming together every single morning live inside this group. And so I'm really excited. I'm doing something I don't think has ever been done before for a book launch that I know of. And, you know, I just think people need human connection and confidence and all that more than ever. So I'm doing a one day, an entire day, literally 10-hour day, a one-day live free, it's completely free, confidence building virtual event. And I'm inviting some of the most inspiring people on the planet to join me and to speak live all day. It's called Becoming Unstoppable. And it's Monday, February 22nd.
Becoming unstoppable. I love that.
Becoming unstoppable. Unstoppable in your joy and in your, you know, self-belief and in your dreams and in your confidence. And so I'm really excited. So it's in 9 or 10 days. It's on Monday, February 22nd. I haven't announced it yet, but I want to share this because it's like, so I literally just asked a few friends to show up, and here's who's doing this live, speaking live on the day for free. As you know, these are all people that charge like $100,000 a keynote to do.
Yeah. First, tell them where they can sign up.
Oh, yes.
That's good.
Yeah, because it's totally free. Yeah, it's totally free. It's becomingunstoppable.com. becomingunstoppable.com. And it's a free event. Please invite your friends and family and anyone who needs a boost of confidence. It's all day Monday, February 22nd. So we're kicking it off at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and it's going all day. And some of the most incredible, inspiring people in the world are going to be, and it's live. I'm doing it live in person from a big virtual studio. And some of my friends will be there live in person as well. And some will be virtual.
Hey, I pinned it. Look at that. Okay.
You pinged it. Let's see, becomingunstoppable.com. Yes, you pinned it. Thank you. You spelled it right. So Robin Roberts from Good Morning America, speaking live on the day.
So good.
Actress Chrissy Metz from the TV show This Is Us.
I love that show. Oh my God.
So good, right?
Please don't make me cry, Chrissy Metz. Don't make me cry too hard.
She's speaking live on the day. We're talking about how to overcome the things holding you back, how to get unstuck, how to boost confidence and joy in your life. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx.
Wow.
Speaking live on the day. Victoria Osteen, Pastor Victoria Osteen, speaking live on the day. Mel Robbins, author of The 5-Second Rule, Growth Day Coach.
Mel.
Yeah, speaking live on the day. Leah Valencia Key, who went from homeless to launching her jewelry line into 100 million homes on QVC, speaking live on the day. Brendon Burchard.
Come on.
Brendon Burchard speaking live on the day. So excited. Ed Milet. Oh my
gosh, Ed's such a powerhouse too.
Yep.
All this is literally, I remember typing like this is an all-star lineup. So I pinned it on Instagram, but on Facebook it's becomingunstoppable.com. It is her one-day live event. She's doing it to kick off her book launch.
Yeah.
So make sure you join there. If you already have participated in the Believe It book launch, make sure you get these tickets too. So go to becomingunstoppable.com. It's free.
Yeah.
And you can attend with us and watch live from your home.
Yeah.
It's all virtual. Watch it over the internet, just like you're watching us here. And it's going to be a spectacular show. Jamie, this is going to be a huge deal.
Yeah, it's huge because Brendon Burchard is there, Ed Milet, Dean Graciosi, Jay Shetty speaking live.
Is he going? Jay.
And Tony Robbins. Also live speaking on the day. And then I have a couple surprise guests I'm just learning about. It's going to be awesome. I wanted to do it for free because so many people, you know, also just, I think, need this boost of hope and joy and inspiration. And and there's a whole VIP option for it, but all the money is going to charity. So you guys, you know, I'm donating 100% of the proceeds from my book and this event to Together Rising and Feeding America. I'm so excited. So yeah, it's called Becoming Unstoppable. It's not even on my social yet. So if you go to my Instagram or my face, it's not there yet. And I'm like, you know what, Brendon? I love this community so much. Like, I feel like I'm calling. Like,
I'm seeing everyone on Facebook. I just joined. Thank you guys. That's epic.
Aw.
Oh, I can't
Well,
wait to see you there on that
thank
day.
you
That's
for
gonna be
being
so
part
fun.
of it, Brendon, with me. Thank you for being part of it. So
I can't
great. And,
wait.
it's just going to be a beautiful day. And you know what? I'm still doing the Growth Day morning show every single day that week because
Wow.
listen, we all show up for each other, right? That's the strategy.
So
That's
nice.
the strategy. And so, will you share with me, though, just before I forget about the turtles, because I just want to understand anyone who is like, I have a lot of family that is still in, because of quarantine, because of the pandemic, are inside of an apartment and haven't left for a year. Like,
Yeah.
they're blessed to be able to get groceries delivered. Some of them have left only for groceries. There's people in all different parts of this country and the world right now who are dealing with the pandemic. And so sometimes it's nice just to have a beautiful vision of what's outside your door. Or
Yeah.
in the case of my door, I shared the leaf. So I brought the
Yeah.
leaf this morning. But
I've
in your
also seen
case,
dolphins outside your door.
yes, you have.
So
Yes.
yes, you've had like,
Yeah.
I think the thing is, and to me, the turtles are just representative of getting out into nature. Like
Yes.
my whole life
And
have
the
found
beauty of
solace
life.
and peace and the beauty of life and awe in the everyday outdoors, no matter where you're at. It doesn't matter if you have a body of water near you. It doesn't matter if you have trees near you. It doesn't matter if you have a nice river, lake, stream, or just pasture. There's an open field somewhere. There's a dirt road somewhere. There's if
Yes.
you're in the urban center and you don't have that, you get to that park, or you walk around the most wooded areas or most pretty areas of your town, or go. I just think it's so important to be outside and breathing air and breathing as you walk and as you step and bringing mindfulness, but also like it's an opportunity for you to check into your ambitions and your dreams and your feelings. Like when Denise and I take our walks, it's often all of those. It's feelings about this. It's ambition. It's a random conversation point. So if you get to be with somebody, what a blessing. Because like my mom's been alone most of this time, which has just been like devastating in my mind. And I know a lot of you have had family who haven't seen anybody. And because of their age or their medical conditions or where they're at, they really had a year of just like a loneliness and disconnection. And that's real. And sometimes if we can't connect with other people or the economy or the world as it operates, connecting with nature, I think that is the ultimate connection. I think through connection with nature, we can connect with God. If you believe in God or a creator, which I do, I think you have the opportunity to really feel that and sense that, and we try to do it. We've always done it. Denise and I take our walks, and I always go outside every day, just like I have to. And I think it's just an ambition that, like a dedication to get outside, to breathe real air outside of, HVAC systems inside. It's just like, it's nice to be outside. And today we were walking and we saw some turtle. There's a pond over there, and we stopped at the pond, and there's like a family of turtles there. And today it was like both sides, there's like a little bridge over this pond, and both sides had so many turtles. And it was just like, this is amazing. And we start counting them. There's so many of them, and little guys. And
Are they all babies? Are there babies
there were
and
many
mamas?
babies. There were many babies.
Yeah.
And it was pretty. It was just a moment to take in. And then we came back in the house, and the cat was right there waiting for us. And it was like, oh, what a nice way to start the morning. And I feel really, really extremely blessed at this time. And I also, like you, this is a very busy moment in life. Like you're in a launch window, we're in a launch window with Growth Day. You're launching your first event, your first book. So please make sure you go to, I saw everyone like fired up here, going to becomingsunstoppable.com. Make sure you do that. And also support her book if you haven't at believeit.com. But it's so busy, and she's still taking the moment to pick up the leaf. We're still taking the moment to go outside. If you don't make the moments, it doesn't happen. Mindfulness is making moments. And making, meaning proactive. You build it. Mindfulness doesn't just happen to you. You have to go, oh, let me pause the noise and the chatter inside and just take in a moment and observe it and witness it as it is, without me projecting a ton of stuff onto it. And just let me take a beat and a breath here And I think when people do that, life is so much better, even if you are busy. Like, I can't believe how busy we've been. I mean, if you look at your and my last 100 days, you think we're the new president of the United States. How much we've worked, you know what I'm saying? We've been working.
So true. Working. And I'm just, I think every day I know this because I get DMs. There's people that are hopping on this for the first time that have no idea what we're talking about when it comes to growth day. And so I just want to say, as your friend, as somebody watching this all happen with what you're doing, like, I'm so proud of you. You know what I mean? With everything that you're doing and building with Growth Day, and just how many people's lives this is going to impact, because it's so much bigger than, I don't know, just a company or an initiative or an app or a community. It's actually like really, I believe, shifting culture in the sense of giving people part of their life, their daily habits that literally takes their life to the next level. I know a long time ago, this is not a great example, but I talked about living in Seattle when Starbucks first started, and nobody knew what it was, and no one could imagine that in the US that culture would shift in the sense of we would start meeting up at coffee shops, right? Anyone who grew up in a family that drank Folgers or, like did the
I didn't know
coffee.
there were other things than Folgers. I just thought that like coffee to me was Folgers because that's what Dad drank. I didn't know there were other things.
Exactly. And then to think, oh no, we can take something, and make it part of how we live our lives. People couldn't have imagined that with the idea of a coffee shop at the time in the US. Yes, it was being done in Italy and other countries as well. But I remember being in the US and in the hometown of Starbucks and watching this whole thing become a tipping point, right? And watching it shift culture. I believe that about Growth Day because I think when,
Me too.
right? I believe that about Growth
Day.
Day. I think it's going to become one of the most beautiful parts of people's lives and of connection. And the thing I love is the multiplication effect of it, meaning every person on Growth Day right now in the morning show, just taking in this morning show, just, the multiplication of goodness and that happens when we do the work on ourselves, with ourselves, in community, raise our vibration. I'm so excited about that for you. So I feel like
I'm excited about that for us. I mean,
yeah.
You all think about this. You love Jamie here. When do you get an hour of her live coaching on strategies that she's used to build $1 billion business and to hire 1,000 people, but also manage all of the self-doubt, the emotional struggle, the friggin' dedication required to do that. And then you also get that same training from, literally the world's best coaches live twice a week for you. This week, I want to give a shout out again. We had the blessing of having David Bach teaching about how to have confidence with money and wealth. Today, we have Alex Ortner teaching tapping to release stress and anxiety. It's always for Growth Day members only. So if you're not a member yet, just go to growthday.com and sign up to be a member officially. But it's just different. It's such a unique thing. We're trying to put personal development in your ears. I keep saying this. We're putting personal development in your ears over and over and over to rewire your brain, to overcome that negativity and that mindless chatter that discourages you, so that what's on replay and what's on intention and what's on your mental dashboard every day is goodness, is joy, is service, is caring for others, is intention, is aliveness, is connection with other human beings, is meaning and fulfillment and satisfaction on the journey, even if the journey is freaking hard right now. If the journey is especially hard, then you especially need personal growth. You know what I'm saying? When the journey is especially hard, that's especially when you need personal growth. That's the time to go, oh, let me recalibrate this brain to deal with these new struggles. And that's been so exciting. But you can join us officially at growthday.com to be a member, to join us live later on today. But also, I mean, if you want to be part of what's going to be, I think, the best live, free training at the beginning of 2021, you got to be at Becoming Unstoppable with Jamie, myself, and others. It's becomingunstoppable.com. Make sure you get signed up because it's free, which, by the way, is completely bananas and crazy. So I can't wait to be a part of it. And congratulations, Jamie. That's amazing news. And thank you for premiering on Growth Day.
On Growth Day.
She did on Growth Day.
Yeah,
we got world exclusive here, people.
That's so true. And, I didn't even share this, but the cool part about this, and it's all day free, and we're promoting the book launch, etc. But you have the most inspiring people in the world, doing keynotes, speaking live all day. I'm not selling anything. So we're doing the whole day.
It's raising money for charity. So we hope you show up.
Yeah, it's all going to share for anyone who shows up, and it's free. It's literally just to come together and spend one day building confidence, overcoming self-doubt, learning how to believe in yourself and trust yourself. And it's becoming unstoppable. And spread the word too. Invite anyone that you know could just benefit from a day of boosting their own confidence and joy. I'm excited. Thank you for doing it with me too, Brendon, and being part of it. I've never seen an event like this. I've never seen an event. So let's.
I love it. I love it.
I'm excited.
I love it. Okay, everybody, have an awesome day.
Yes.
Please remember, no matter what you are going through in your life, there are people like us out here and this community cheering you on. There are people who believe in you. They're on the same path. We're all struggling. We're trying to strive, satisfy, and joyously be good parents, be good family members, be great leaders and contributors. There are people like you in this community. So we appreciate you being here every day with us, cheering us on, because we're building it all together. And so we appreciate you for that. And no matter what it is you're going through or what it is you strive for, remember, you are stronger than you think. The future holds good things for you. Every day is a new day to improve. Adopt a new attitude, try again, believe in yourself. Every day is a good day to grow. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
So awesome.
Thank you, everyone.